let's go through the 16, coming forward, and there are going to be times when you can't see me, and I want to work on some of those movements. But what our task is now is, of course, we want to know what comes after what, our sequencing. But more so, I want to try to draw the connection between Tai Chi walk, the foundations, and what we're doing with the upper body in the form 16, okay, form 16. So we start with the clock wall, which lots of you already know, which is good, okay? Dropping the shoulders, good Tai Chi posture. Commencing form, shift weight to the right, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 lets you off the ground, open, 50-50, rotate. Deep breath in as we elevate and draw up the water at shoulder level. Reverse the posture, push down, make yourself small, flex your knees. T-stance, holding your ball. Out and to the side, from the bottom of your foot, through your system, all the way up, turn the hips and waist, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back and sit down. There's that Tai Chi walk being started already. Twist out, walk in that zigzag, hold your ball for better balance, out on an L, move the energy all the way to the top, turn the hips and waist, part 2. Next movement, half step forward, hold your ball, weight is on the front. As you spin the ball to the right, your weight then goes back to the back foot. To allow the front foot to come up and rock, off the ground, point it out, set it up correctly. White crane spreads its wings. So I want to remind you now too, that you are still in Tai Chi posture, even with this formation. We're going to drop the front foot, and we're going to tuck the elbow in and draw that hand closer to the midpoint. We're going to bisect all the way through to Danten. Swirl back and look back and set it up correctly. 3 things happen. What? Ear, hand, and heel. Turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back and sit down. Walk in that right zigzag. Set it up correctly. Heel out. Oh, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist, brush knee. 2 and final. So you saw me put my heel and I didn't connect because 3 things should happen. But going slowly, I have to sometimes choose, but I should know better, okay? So after 2 brush knees, we're gonna seem like we're doing another brush knee, but it gets a little fancier, okay? So we sit back and we sit down, we pivot out, we put our left hand high and our right hand is fisted closer to our hip. No energy has expended, so that should not be a problem. Weight is on the back. What do we want to do? The Tai Chi walk says we need to step into the left position as if we're zigzagging, okay? So we're gonna do that, but when we do that, as we shift our weight, this hand comes down, this hand comes up. Do it together. But not now, when we shift our weight, soon after, okay? Here we go. Right now, heel, pivot out to deflect, bring it in, that fist in, shift the weight to parry, and then to punch. Touch the elbow to strip the guy off, open the fingers so that the palms are facing upwards, roll back, push the guy down while you sit down, right? Push him up, push him out. Okay, now I wonder if we should change our position. I think the answer is yes. Okay, you remember, left foot forward, we push the guy out, right foot back, turning to the field, okay? I'll give us a little time to rest, a little time to gather our mind. So left foot forward, and we're in a bow stance, and we push the guy out. Are your shoulders dropped? That's a good question. What are we gonna do now? We're going to pivot on our back and pivot on our front. How? Both feet have weight. Therefore, we're going to have to give up some weight of the back and pivot, then pivot again, and you look like me. The right hand hooks as you shift your weight. Why am I bending that, flexing? Because I'm shifting my weight. I'm on a T. Left hand is by your cheek of your right cheek. It comes out, turns the hand, turns the palm out, and pushes out. What do we do now? Pivot on the front, right? Is that right? No, half step forward. Okay, we're in single whip, okay? Half step forward, that means right foot on its toe, right hand forward, drop back on your right, elevate your front on the toe, set it up, play your lute. Is that right? We're going to repulse the monkey. Is that right? Open, glance, backwards walk, Tai Chi walk, step back, draw back, push forward. Center, open, glance, lift all together, toe, heel, pivot on the ball, draw back. All right. Now, let's just take it from where we are. This is what we're going to work on today, okay? We're going to pivot on the front heel and pirouette on the right toe. So anytime you hear pivot on the heel, that's for the forward foot, and the pirouette is on the toe of the right or back. So here we go. Pivot on the front, pirouette on the back. You should be like me. The left hand is 2 inches below your navel, it's in your dantian area. The right hand, the palm is facing the ceiling. We're on the toe of our right foot. The weight is on the left. You're going to watch first, okay? You're going to stay in this position. You want to spin out and put your heel down of what foot? It's got to be only the right, because that's the only foot that can move. So you want to spin out and use the heel of the weightless foot. You're going to watch while I do it. Spin out, reposition. Okay? And only I was supposed to do it, okay? Because if you do it, then you can't see what I'm going to do, okay? You shift your weight, you hold your ball, you spin your ball, and you shuttle this way. That's what you're going to do with me now, okay? So, got to take a peek at you guys. All right. So you pivoted, pirouette, and this is where you are. We said the weight is all on the left. This is the only foot that take a spin out to put a heel on. When we do that, we're going to reposition our ball. Right now our ball, the right hand is wrong. So the only foot that can spin out is our right heel. When we put it on its heel, we're going to reposition our right hand. Here we go. Spin out with our heel, reposition our ball. Shift the weight to the right. Come out with your left like a L stance. Turn the ball, spin the ball, and maiden is on her left. Maiden has to go on her right now, okay? Sit back and sit down. Pivot in, take an in step. Hold your ball. Right foot's ready to go, right hand's on the bottom so we know. So we're going to spin out with our right heel as we turn the ball and put it to the forehead and put the shuttlecock right there. All right, and then you can't see me, okay? So we turn around. So what I went through is really important. So you're going to have to look at your online lesson, okay? Because the more you do it, the better you can adapt to it, okay? So I'm going to show you in the position that I did it, and then you somehow figure it out, okay? So I think we just did this, yeah? Pivot on the front, pirouette on the back. Spin out, kick out, shift the weight, L stance, flip the hand, put it right there. Sit back, sit down, instep, hold your ball. L stance, spin the ball, put the shuttlecock right there, flip the hand. Half step to the back, and then we go down to the bottom of the seat. All right? So, you know, I have two ways of teaching you how to do the pivot and pirouette. We're going to do two ways. Actually, let me clarify. There are two positions or locations in which we can start to do our drill. One is, okay, I'll just show you, it's easier. One is sort of in this way, okay? And this is the way I would position you, okay? Pivot, pirouette, kick out, heel, maiden on her left. Sit back, instep, ball, maiden on her right. Half step, and this is the view that you would get, okay? That's the first one. And this is the second one, okay? The second one we start with everybody faces away from me and faces the street. Pivot on the front, pirouette on the back, kick out with your heel, maiden on her left. Sit back, instep, hold your ball, L stance, maiden on her right. Half step to the back, needle to the bottom seat. Okay.